Hello, hello to all of our beautiful listeners all around the world. My name is Wilson, and I'm here
Will.
again with Willie, with Billy, the the beanstalk. Because you kind of look like a beanstalk, more like a potato. I don't know why. Anyway,
It's pretty cool here.
that was very good timing. Anyway, yeah. So recently we have seen a triumphant, for the lack of a better word, of a comeback from one of the world's most controversial directors.
Controversial? What have I been missing out?
um. Well. Okay. I'll get into those soon, but today we're actually going to be talking about Ambulance. It's a movie about an ambulance. But it's not the kind of film that's about somebody goes somebody goes into the ambulance and then takes the patient to the hospital and they have like a very touchy moment. No. You got the touchy.
Technically, they end up in the hospital.
Technically, they did, but that's that's not the whole movie because you have the touchy moments, but that's in the ambulance instead of in the hospital. Well, I think wait, isn't the touchy moment is basically happens after once they reach the hospital and they're outside of the ambulance?
I mean, it really depends on who you ask for. What's touchy moment means here, right? Because here, I don't know. It's all over the place for me.
Okay, you know what? Let's just get through it. So, Ambulance. This is a film by Michael Bay, written by some guy called Chris Fedak. I don't know why my head I'm really thinking of Kodak. He did some. You see his writing credits. He did Prodigal Son, Deception, Legends of Tomorrow. Okay, I kind of like that show too. Forever. I haven't seen that. Oh, he also did some writings for Chuck.
Wait, hang on.
Anyway,
the office worker. Like the.
So do you know? Okay, I'm not too sure, but so there is a guy called what's his name?
Chuck.
Zachary Levi. Yeah.
Okay.
You know that guy? Yeah.
No.
He was so he was I never seen Chuck before, so you could educate me on that. But from what I know, the actor he actually did play a superhero, and believe it or not, it's called Shazam. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that guy? So yeah, he got beefed up, bruh. Got jacked. Well, not as jacked as Dwayne Johnson now playing Black Adam, but he's for that kind of guy, he's pretty jacked. Around the size of Chris Pratt, I say that. But back to this film, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, Yahya Abdul-Mateen, number 2. Is that how you call someone's last name?
That's just because.
Okay, let's just call him Yahya. And Eiza Gonzalez. A couple of other people who are just as talented. So, Billy, what did you think about Ambulance?
God damn it! You put expectation on me. Here's
Why?
the thing, right? You said that this is supposed to be a dramatic movie, so in my head, I'm just thinking, oh, is Michael Bay going to redeem himself? Actually, make a competent drama.
Wait! Did I say I did I say to
you did.
Dramatic?
You
I didn't
did.
know. Wait, through text?
No, we talked about this before, so
I don't remember.
So I really have put a high expectation, and that totally disappointed. Oh yeah, this is another Michael Bay flicks. So I turned off my brain 15 minutes in, but until that point, I was totally disappointed. And only then I can actually enjoy the movie.
You know, I was being sarcastic, right? You don't expect Michael Bay to make an actual
I
competent
don't
drama.
know. I mean, like, I feel like this movie has less gun. I haven't watched the trailer.
Wait, you haven't seen the trailer?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I went
okay.
it blind. All right. Every time you recommend stuff, I watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Same.
Alright.
Same goes. Same goes to you. Like telling me all the spoilers for Doctor Strange 2, and I ended up coming out liking it more than I should. So
Yeah.
we're even now. Yeah, we're even now.
But anyway, coming back to the movie, right? I'll have to say that it's dumb. It's dumb.
It is. It is. It is. And that's the beauty of Michael Bay.
Michael Bay, more Michael Doofus. Joking. You're still cool. I know you. You have a really hard work. But anyway,
maybe we should consider having like some sort of a terrible joke counter, and then something like a swear jar where you put money into it every time you make a terrible joke, and then once we collect enough money, we're gonna donate it to charity. What do you think?
Topic for another time. But anyway, I'll have to say, alright, the movie is somewhat fun and at least engaging enough, I should say. But man, like, I cannot take the dramatic moments seriously, other than the ending.
You shouldn't.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's just that there's so many dumb things happening on the screen, so I just keep laughing my ass off. But at times, like, you know, whenever they try to crack joke, I just like.
Yeah. You got like this. Because the thing is that okay, if the joke is funny, I will actually laugh involuntarily
No, the
by
joke is funny.
myself.
It's more like the premise is dumb. That's what makes it funny.
No. Like what I'm saying is, so if I heard a joke, it's actually funny. I would obviously laugh, even when there's no audience, there's no one around me. I'll still laugh. But if the joke is not funny, like this,
Are you okay, man?
I'm just sitting there, just thinking, what am I supposed to react to this? I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not mad. I'm just confused.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they keep on, they keep on saying like all these bad jokes. So okay, I would say maybe one or two are pretty good. But most of them are just why, why?
You know, I can't remember. I did watch Speed before. I don't really remember much about it. So maybe if I watch it, I'll say this looked like Speed. But all I remember is Mad Max Fury Road, and I just realized this is actually Mad Max Fury Road with cop cars and ambulance. The ambulance is a war truck. Because the thing is, like, there's a convoy chasing this one car all the time.
Correct. It's a convoy. And oh boy, I'll have to say this though. I'm a sucker for practical effects, and I think this film has very little digital effects involved with the because you can see every time when the car flips, explodes, all these things, you can tell they do that for real. Like as like when you see the car blow up and then just shoots up to the sky, yeah, they do that for real. Like
okay, here's the thing.
It's such a weird compliment too, because these
this is
days
Michael
you
Bay
get like
talking about it. He's good at this.
exactly. So you know it's like it's very weird to give credit to to Mr. Bay and Mr. Nolan and all these people.
Of course,
who
you
really
have to give credit when they did something well.
Yeah, but the thing is that I don't know. It's starting to get very rare these days to actually see practical effects. I mean, not just okay, good is one thing, but just having practical effects this much is getting really rare. Like these days, it just
so sad.
Honestly speaking, yeah, it's kind of sad because believe it or not, it most of the time, right? Even with the subpar budget, I still prefer you do that instead of doing most of the stuff like digitally, especially when your actors are trying to react to something, but then during the actual production, they're just reacting to like a tennis ball or some guy with like a green suit, like completely covered. It's so awkward. Yeah. So
Or
seeing
reacting to Andy Circus. Just basically, just try to imagine him to be a monkey or like a golem or whatever, right? And just like trying to react to Andy Circus in the suit.
Well, Andy Circus is definitely not a human being, so he is
yeah, it's pretty scary at times.
But honestly, yeah, I really enjoy seeing like these things that you don't really see like these days like that often. And it's like, oh, okay, we have a very very competent action sequences filmed. Maybe
okay, here's the
way the way it's filmed is not the best.
I was about to say that. I fucking hate the way it's being filmed. Like here, I'm down for drone shot and shit, but it's too much. You know, like how in economy, right? When you have less things, it's actually worth more. This is what happens when you have oversupply. It's just become cheap over time. Like, how many drones does he have? So many drone shots.
I actually found out. I think after I watched the film, I found out my algorithm on YouTube. Apparently, the guy, one of the cinematographers, is actually like some kid, random kid on like doing drone shots on YouTube, and then Michael Bay just approached him. Hey, you want to work on my big budget film? And you guys like, oh yeah, sure, why not? And yeah, that's why when you see all these like I would say the drone shots are very very good.
It's too much.
The problem is the how much he put in film. That's the issue. But that's for that aside, the drone shots themselves are actually the way they film it, because you got like this so the camera just shoots up through the to one of like the skyscrapers, and then it just
yeah, it does
rolls,
flip, right?
It just flips around and rolls back, and then just dives down. It's like, oh, okay, that's really really cool. But the thing is that I kind of wish that, yeah, like I said, they do it, yeah, like you said, if they do it less, I think that would be less obnoxious and also less obvious too, because if I started to think that Michael Bay really, really likes drone shots, and then it kind of takes me out of the film like a little bit. You get what I mean, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like because I remember there's like few scenes, like as usual, he put jump cuts, but like some of the shots, right? You can definitely tell it's from a drone. Like I think when when the cop that got shot, right? Got approached by his buddy cop. I remember like as we approach to it, and it's coming in with a drone shot, and then do a jump cut, and then go back to your original drone shot, and then jump cut again to his face, and then I think it's a different drone shot. So it's really weird, like such a normal scene. Like, why you need drone shot for this?
Is it? Wait, really? Is it a different drone shot? I didn't even notice it.
Because I feel like the speed is different, and also the orientation is different. So it's like, so it cuts back to the original drone shot, and then I think it's a different drone shot. I might be wrong, but it kind of feels that way. It's like, honestly, here's the thing. Some of them are actually good, like you said, because I remember, again, like I think the cops here are being dumb, right? Because like they just keep hitting things for no reason. There's a drone shot where the drone actually fly under the car, under one of the cop car, and then like approach cop in different place, which it's cool.
It is.
Yeah. So whoever you are, kid, like kudos for you. Although,
okay. Yeah, I really hope you have a bright future ahead of you.
Yeah, bright future, but you definitely should ask for a pay raise. just to make it there's less of your drone shot and make it more fallible.
True. I also noticed like now I'm going through like the IMDb page. A guy called 𝓟𝓸𝓽𝓪𝓽𝓪. He's credited as Mel Gibson. You remember like there's like this one guy who's at the beginning when they're robbing the bank. Yeah, he had, like,
It doesn't even look like a Mel Gibson.
It doesn't look like. I mean, obviously it doesn't look like Mel Gibson, but it's kind of nice that they make this stupid joke. Just like.
Wait, is it inside an air quote, by the way?
Nope. It just says
Mel Gibson.
It just says that Devin as Mel Gibson as Devin Long.
Yeah,
So Devin as Mel Gibson as Devin Long.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I don't know what is going on.
Wait, in the credit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not kidding you. Like that's such a weird. Is that some sort of inside joke I'm not even aware about? I don't know. But anyway.
Oh yeah, go on.
But
seriously though, I like what's up with Michael Bay making basically worthless side character? Like I don't get his style of like adding all these side characters that in the end you don't really need to care anyway because they're about to die in 5 minutes or so. Like introducing one or two, I get it, but all of them. So many characters are so bloody.
I think he saw the Suicide Squad, and then you got James Gunn just introduced all of these like D-lister heroes, and then
okay, I haven't watched these Suicide Squad yet.
He just okay, but yeah, I mean it's already out there anyway, so it's your fault not seeing it. It's also on Netflix now, so there's plenty of time for you to see it. Anyway, what happens is at the beginning, 80% of them dead. So I think that's why Michael was thinking, oh, I want to do that in my film. Gonna introduce them, thinking they're gonna be like this, this team of misfits, who just wants to get money, and I'm gonna kill them because why not?
Yeah, but the thing is like it has so many like how to put this, unnecessary element to them. Yeah, it's like, I mean, like, you introduce one weird character just by their appearance alone, and the way they talk is already funny, weird, fine enough. But then, like, all of them are so dysfunctional somehow, and you think it, and I feel like it doesn't really matter. Like, basically, Mel Gibson being introduced as such, is actually not a one-liner joke. It's a very long, unfunny joke.
I think that joke could be delivered a little better if it's
it doesn't need to be a joke like, hey, what's up, Mel Gibson? And then if you say fuck off or something, like, yeah, he definitely looks like one, and that's it. You just move on.
I don't know. Maybe if I guess someone like Ryan Reynolds, if he's involved with the script writing, I think he can make that a little bit more funnier. Yeah.
Also,
even though I also have like a bit of a problem with him too, because now he's playing every character like Deadpool now. If he's playing this guy or that guy, now he's just playing a version of Deadpool. So it's like I'm getting sick of this.
You should watch Free Guy. Free Guy is actually fun, even though it makes me scream as a developer. Because that's how a computer works, man.
Okay, is it on Netflix? As well?
I haven't checked in a while. But anyway, back to this. But yeah, so many unnecessary character, and like, I'm sorry, like, why Michael Bay really likes to have a beta male character?
Beta?
Beta male, like, the other EMT other than the main character, like Cam. The guy who tries to hit on, and like try to hit her, right?
Yeah, that's my favorite scene.
So dumb, man. It's like, so there you have that.
You ask someone out during a bank robbery. Yeah. I wish I could be that kind of beta.
No. I'm talking about the other, the original ambulance driver. But yes, the cop too.
Which one?
Like, so basically, like, so many, like, so the ambulance driver that's assigned with Cam, right? Because he tried to hit on her, like, how do we get to know each other if you don't talk? Okay, fine, let me talk about myself.
But then then she directly just tell him, I have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
But then he keeps going. But anyway, so There's
Yeah.
that. There's the cop, and then there's also Castro. Like I think the Danny's like Danny's assistant, like the dude who has to bring a blue paint, and he actually ended up bringing the flamingos.
Yeah.
So dumb. Like what, man? You really like to introduce all the weird character, right? Like I'm sorry, I have to be realistic on this. I know we should put reality in his film, but how often do you meet this kind of people? I just wonder, in like life or death scenario.
Well, you mean the flamingo guy?
All of them.
Ah, well, you gotta keep in mind, right? I think his first feature is called The Rock. You know?
Oh yeah, like really buff guy, right?
Yeah,
Really buff guy,
and,
like he's
yes.
an athlete or like a wrestler or something.
Yes. So
I'm
if
joking.
you-
That's a really bad joke, to be honest.
if you're in a Michael Bay film, I mean, you're
By
not.
the way, dear listener, he did make that reference to The Rock in the film, and then like the other guy mistaken it as the actor.
Yeah, that was actually I didn't even know. I didn't know that until you pointed out. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I guess you're right.
Because
but
because they're
that's
talking
kind
about
of
Sean
very-
Connery at the start, so it definitely the other guy is referring to the film.
Yeah, wait, but then does that mean that in their universe, Michael Bay is a director
Yes!
who directed The Rock?
Yes, but
that's so weird.
Don't think about it.
Okay, like I said, so if here's the thing. If you are in a Michael Bay film, you either A, you are a alpha Chad, or B, you're a beta cock, you know? You cannot be anywhere in between. You see?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. Like,
if you're an alpha, you need to be a family supporter, you know, or if you don't want to be that, that's fine. You can also be the agitated, very high tempered, the guy who keeps on losing his shit in every 5 minutes or so. That kind of guy. Yeah. So those are the only two chats that you can be.
seriously though, it's just like so weird, like how he keep introducing all these weird characters. Like for example, the FBI agent, right? We
Yes.
first introduced to him when he was in like I suppose marriage consultation between him and his husband, right? Yeah, it's just like so weird. Why do we start from here immediately? I'm sorry, this feels like like what Disney is doing, right? Where they try to show that they're progressive, but in such a meaningless scene. It's just like a
Wait.
one-off that you can cut. It kind of feels that way.
Wait, but was that in the beginning? I kind of forgot.
Like that's how he got introduced. You remember the guy who said that he went to the same school with Danny?
Oh.
Yeah, we were introduced to him while he's in marriage consultation because like his partner having a problem with him because all he talks about is just crime. What about me? What about him?
Well, I mean, I don't really think about it like that.
Yeah,
deep.
but that's the thing.
I
Though,
just think of it more like just people getting married and it's normal. It's
but
whatever.
still though, it's just like so. Like how the concept of Chekhov's gun, right?
No.
So Chekhov's gun basically is like a narrative practice where if you introduce a plot element, not a plot element, any element. Like for example, there's a gun on the wall. That means that gun's going to be used later on in the story.
Right.
Yeah, but then it's just a element that's not needed in the story, really. You know what? Probably I'm criticizing him too hard because this is his style.
It is his style. It's also a similar thing that most people also have a problem with. People like Zack Snyder makes movies way too long and just drags out way too much shit. When we can just trim everything down to half the runtime, things like that.
Yeah.
But it's because that's their creative style and their own creative decisions, which I actually still respect. But yeah, for characters, right? Okay, if I want to talk about this, I would say this. He somehow he's somehow able to. Well, I don't think it's him, but at least one of the writers, they're able to write a female that's not a okay. One thing is not a sex object, and second,
I'm sorry. Wow, we will go full throttle. We go on.
Yeah. I'll go for that part. So yeah, that's an object, and second is also not really a plank of wood. You know. I'm a bit. I mean, she's not like Ripley from Alien. Not that interesting and badass. No, but she's still badass in her own way.
Mean, I feel like she's very humanized compared to other Michael Bay film. Because like she actually ran away, right? She tried to escape the ambulance all by herself, so which is that's an appropriate response. Well, I mean, like, oh, you're a coward, but like you're going to leave that cop to die. But I guess that's understandable.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you can't save yourself, why not save yourself, right? Because in the grand scheme of things, you can still have your job and save more people. A bit of a cynical way for me to say that, but it is the truth.
But I mean, like, if you're her, you'll try to run away too, right?
Duh. Who the fuck wants to? I mean, unless you're Belle from Beauty and the Beast, you just stick around with this creep.
with this semi-abuser, I guess. Semi.
Yes, semi. He's not a full abuser yet, but he's going there.
It's just like mentally guilt tripping her. But yeah. And also, right, I feel like in this movie, you have, I think this is the best depiction of having Lima and Stockholm Syndrome having a dance with each other and making out.
Yes. Yeah. Because because the thing is that the characters, at least the main characters, is this decision, like you said, it makes sense. So when they have when they actually started to get to know each other, even though it's a very high intense situation, but obviously at some point you're gonna form some sort of bond. And then at the end, okay, let's talk about the ending. And then at the end of the film, so Will shot Danny, right? It's a bit painful for me to see because Danny, played by Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal is my husband, though, but it's okay. So he shot Danny, and then Cam is I think like she was dragged away from the crime scene, and then after some time she's like, hey, no, that's my friend. He needs to be saved, something like that. I was like,
I mean, to be completely honest with you, right? To be completely
dumb.
Well, it's dumb. I wonder what's the real police procedure will be like. I wish we have a friend who is a police. Because you don't want the suspect to die anyway. You want them behind bar, alive. So I wonder if it's actually supposed. Here's the thing: the police themselves are probably emotional, right? Because they have a lot of their friends died. Remember that car bomb attack?
Yeah, but sympathizing for a criminal, I don't think that's part of the job.
But no, it's not about sympathizing with the criminal. I think it's just being pragmatic because you want the criminal to be alive to be punished, right? Don't be ashamed to die on the spot.
True, but the thing is also nobody is picking Will up. Not anyone, the police or something.
I wonder,
it's very strange, really strange.
I wonder if it's because like everyone's too emotional. But then again, this is Michael Bay.
I don't think so.
This is probably Michael Bay of showing like, well, nobody cares about the criminal. Cam,
she's a strong, independent female character. You see, unlike that other one from Star Wars. Yeah.
But honestly, here's the thing, right? I like the dramatic tension, and now you mention it, right? I think my problem is with the side characters. I'm actually interested with the main characters. They're probably the glue that makes me care, even though I mean, still dumb. Sure. But at least they're definitely more compelling than all this weird one-off side characters. It's like
they have a purpose in the story. and also the way they make decisions and the way they act, it makes sense with the situation. Which is, yeah, I mean, if you look at it in the grand scheme of things, it is stupid, yes. But the thing is, the movie's already established from the beginning that this is gonna be kind of not cartoony, but what's the word? Hyper masculine? No.
Can you imagine living in a world where Michael Bay is like your god? Like, how scary it must be, right? Everyone just acting all weird and macho, like hyper macho or whatever.
Yes.
The fuck, like basically the FBI. Sorry, not the captain and that tech lady is have no idea what kind of relationship is that.
Oh yeah.
So
Yes. I mean, honestly, it's interesting. I won't lie. I would actually pay money to see just two of them.
Wait, is the captain died?
Having
The captain died, right?
he did, yeah, he did, yeah. That's also a bit unexpected too. So yeah, I'm surprised Michael Bay made a pretty competent film. like again, it's been a while actually, because I think the last movie I like from him is the first Transformers, and that's it. And after that, just like, why, dude? Just why?
Transformer 1, 2, 3. I didn't watch 4. I think I watched wait, what's the latest one? Basically, something about knights.
The Last Night.
The Last Night, yeah.
Is it? Yeah, the Last Night. Yeah,
I don't like it. It's just meh.
I didn't wait, I think I saw 4, but it's just I think it's like me and my friends just messing around and just let this movie play in the background. We're not really paying attention, so yeah.
I definitely like
yeah, that's horrible. That's completely dog shit. Last Night, I have no intention to watch it because it looks like shit. Actually, it looks like shit. I don't have any interest with anything on the screen, and I will never ever see the movie in my whole life unless somebody would force me to watch it.
Hi.
Do not force me to watch that film. Do not do that.
I almost fall
unless
asleep.
if it's yeah. I mean, that's the proper response, but
yeah. I mean, I actually thoroughly enjoyed number 1. Just because.
Yeah, number one actually is pretty good. To be honest with you.
Number 2 is actually better, although I feel like
really.
I think in terms of fights at least, and in terms of fights and robot, anything that have, but the characters themselves are dumb.
I don't know. it just all just goes downhill from the first movie. But hey, it's Michael Bay. But actually, I tell you what. I think I'll tell you one movie that maybe you might be interested in because it's science fiction. It's called The Island. And do you know who's starring in the film?
Cool.
Scarlett Johansson and Ewan McGregor and Sean Bean. I'm not kidding you.
Will he die?
Oh, let's find out. Tune in to find out. But yeah, that's actually I actually like that concept. I like a lot. So it's a film that has a bunch of rich people. They ask this institution to create clones of themselves, and the reason is because their original bodies, at least let's say if I have a lot of money, I have a problem with my liver, and the doctor said I need a liver transplant or something like that, and I was like, oh, you know what? Instead of me just waiting for somebody to do it to have a liver transplant, or to receive their liver, might as well I make my own clone and then harvest that body, and then when the time comes for me to have a liver transplant, I would just have to take my clone liver and then put it to mine.
Well, so is our character one of the clones?
Maybe. Maybe
okay.
not.
This will be like the 6th day all over again, eh? I love that movie.
The what?
The 6th Day.
I have no idea what is that.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I don't know.
It's a very compelling movie, to be honest. Quite philosophical.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And honestly, like the 80s, the action movies actually have a lot of brains. Anyway, coming back to Ambulance, right? Wee to be honest with you, I kind of hope that it's practically like a discount Baby Driver. Like, because they keep hyping up.
I don't like Baby Driver, honestly.
You don't like Baby Driver, but okay,
No.
let's be real though. Like, what do you think about the car action sequence, and also like how it jumps up to music? To be honest, I kind of, for me, I think people overrate how it sync up with the music for the most part. I think there's some parts where it's offbeat, but for the most part, it's still fun and very interesting to watch.
If you don't have, I mean, okay, what if you're not a musician, or if you don't really pay attention that much, I don't think it's a big deal because I didn't really notice it like that much. So it's still okay. I think the problem I have with Baby Driver is it has okay, the main character, besides of having like his gimmick of, you know, he listens to his iPod like all the time, but then beyond that he's kind of a boring slate, you know, piece of plank of wood. Same thing with the love interest, they're just all planks of wood. So the only one that I kind of want to see, you know, just to carry on with the story is
Kevin Spacey.
Jamie Foxx's character, Kevin Spacey as well, and the guy from The Punisher. Wait, no, wait, is he in the? Yeah, he's in the film, and also the guy from Mad Men. Oh yeah. Actually, the lady was also here too. Cam's actress, Isa Gonzalez. She's also in Baby Driver. Remember? Yeah. It's also her.
I forgot that's her. But yeah, that's the thing though, right? Because they keep hyping up Will.
But the thing is that she's barely in the film, so.
And then her job is just to die, just to give motivation for the other dude.
Yes.
But yeah, like, here's the thing, right? Because they keep hyping up Will to be a great driver, but I have to say, all the cops here are fucking dumb.
They're all stupid.
Yeah, like, for example, right? There are many scenes where there's a police car coming from in front of the ambulance.
Yeah,
and then they swerve away.
Why are
like,
they?
What's the point of you being like coming in from the front if you're just gonna chicken out anyway?
Okay, here's the thing. I play a lot of Need for Speed, right? And usually what the cops will do is either they'll make a blockade, right? Just basically lighting out all the cars so that we won't be able to pass, or either that, or they're gonna deploy some sort of spikes on the road, so your tires will go flat. But
they kind of hand wave. So they kind of hand wave it because they actually make a explicit mention to it. Which is that because they have a wounded police in the ambulance, that's why they don't, you know, like they don't want to throw the spike, and they don't put blockade. But at the same time, why would you put a car in front of the ambulance? Like, why would you coming in from the front? What's your objective? Like, if you cannot stop the ambulance directly,
that's actually arguably, yeah. It's actually arguably more dangerous compared to just having deploy spikes so that the car will at least slow down, because obviously the tire will blow out, right? Then the car will obviously slow down. Then it's much safer for you to get the cop out of the ambulance and also the ER.
So, like, seriously, other than the main characters themselves, I think everyone else is so damn incompetent. And that's the thing, right? One other thing, the FBI agent. So the FBI agent want to stop the snipers, right? Because he thinks that maybe the police in the ambulance still alive, but he didn't believe so. So he decided to message Cam, right? The empty lady. Okay, honestly, it doesn't make sense that she tried to save those two anyway. But then again, like, I suppose it's like split-second decision, so I don't know. But the thing is, I don't understand what he's trying to achieve by contacting her. Well, no. Actually, basically, what he's trying to say is that you should take cover. But then, yeah, like, if you, I don't know, like if he's actually willing for the sniper to take the shot, then they shouldn't say anything because I think the snipers are know what they're doing. So they could have taken shot anyway. But then, what's the point of trying to contact her by that point? And then telling her that there will be snipers, and then act all shocked that the police is still alive in the car.
No comment.
No
I don't think I thought about it like that deep.
I'm sorry. I just like to think because I've been watching too many police high-risk encounter videos. So yes, it really opens my mind. So there are a lot of YouTube channels where basically I watch some hostage situation videos. So.
You did a homework before you watched this.
Oh no, it's just YouTube. The YouTube god recommend me to watch those. But then there's also so bloody dumb. How one of the buddy cop is chasing after the ambulance, and then Danny is threatening them to back off, or otherwise he will shoot, right? And then the only reason for them to back off is because of the car of the dog. So, yeah. I mean, I feel like the captain, because actually the captain himself, right, keep complimenting him like, oh, he's certifiable, oh, he got balls, he's making the right choice here, and wait, what? Why my dog is in the police chase? Back off, everyone, back off.
Yeah, that's okay. First of all, how did that dog even get there? Wait, was it his car?
No. So before that, right, he came in with a smaller car, which is his personal car, and then he's on the spot handling the situation. But then he asked one other cop to bring his dog home, and then and then here's the thing: it's another cop, and then the body cop stole that car with the dog in it.
Oh, what the?
I know, right? So dumb.
I guess LA is such a small place, like everybody knows everybody and stuff. So you might have a chance to encounter the police's dog, in the least expected situations. I mean, maybe let's say if I live in that LA, that version of LA, and I'm just let's say if I'm the cop, I'll probably encounter his dog at some point, unintentionally.
I'm just trying to think, what's going inside the mind of the writer? It's like, do they literally include the dog just for that scene, and then they write a 10-minute setup of how the dog get into that particular scene? It's the captain's dog, and then he brought it in his car, and then he asked another guy to take the dog away, and then that car happened to be stolen by one of the other cop, and then the dog got into that situation.
And I noticed a lot of Michael Bay films, they most of them, well, I think maybe besides the first two from that he did, I think after that, then you're starting to see he makes a lot of these jokes that's only probably funny for 13-year-olds. So okay, one example is in Transformers, right? There's this scene where Bumblebee pisses on the FBI agent. Yes. I like to call that animal humor. Then
I just love how dumb it is, but then
it is.
I cringe so hard.
Yeah, and then there's also another one that stands out like a sore thumb. I think the second or the third film where this little robot just humps on one of the girls' legs, actually dropping.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
That's that's one of.
I mean, if you really think about it, I'm pretty sure the wait, what's their term? The Transformers themselves, I think they have a more suitable term. But anyway, I don't think that's how they reproduce. But I don't. That's beside the point.
Okay, let's not talk about that. I don't want to know how they actually reproduce. Because the thing is that the Transformers, right? They're technically alien beings, but they look like robots to a certain extent, even though they're really not actually. but I don't want to know how they actually make babies of their own. It's just no. Anyway, so back to triplets. Oh fuck. You know, I don't know. Okay, honestly, I'll just say this, right? I like the film. I honestly like the film, right? It's just I know that I know this is Michael Bay, so I have very super fucking low expectations to come in, and think that this is gonna be like a complete disaster, and I'm gonna leave, like watching it, just feeling really terribly depressed and just bored out of my mind, you know. Thinking that, man, I kind of, yeah, I wish I would just see this, you know, before I go to sleep. But no, it's just the opposite. It's just, you know, it's kind of nice to see a film that's have very little thought put into it, and
You know,
and just
brothers
yeah.
for life, man, or rather, 𝓟𝓸𝓽𝓪𝓽𝓪 for life.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
What?
But basically, you know, basically, it's a story about two brothers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. About that
Yeah.
too. I read.
Or so I sing like
I read-
bad boys, what you gonna do? Wait, is that what the lyric went?
No. Wait. Wait. Is the Ladies and Bad Boys also done by Michael Bay?
I want.
Is it? I think. If I'm mistaken, I think it's not.
Probably not.
Wait, let me double check. I'm actually very curious. Hang on. Is it? Oh, thank God, no. Okay. But yeah, but the thing is, like the latest Bad Boys, they're no longer boys. They're more of bad men, you know, or bad grandpas, because they're already in their 60s. Will Smith is probably already he's probably in the at his last stage of his career. He's probably thinking of retiring at this point, you know. So they're not bad boys anymore, my friend. They're pretty old.
Oh man, now I'm looking at the poster. I just remember the helicopter scene. Seriously, what's a helicopter trying to do under the bridge? Like trying to ram them, like kamikaze style.
Yes.
Because that's the thing. Like you will think that they brought in the helicopter. You see a scene of like a cop coming out from the helicopter, bringing a gun out, trying to shoot a tire or something. But no, they're just practically trying to chase them like a shepherd dog.
Dude. It's a reference to one of his older films. You know, Pearl Harbor. You know when the Japanese just dive bombs.
Oh boy.
Wow, I didn't know there's so many like meta context in the film. Wow.
He did like so. What kind of reference do they have? So they have a reference to Bad Boys, The Rock.
I don't think the memory is intentional, but I think this is you.
No. I'm pretty sure The Rock is an actual reference that he's trying to make because
No, not The Rock. The Bad Boys.
no,
joke that you mentioned.
one of them actually say like remember the cop that's about to get shot, right? As he get off the car to confess his love to the like bank clerk, he says like, okay, time to get off the car, bad boy style.
Oh.
You know, and before I watch this movie, right, you mentioned about product placement, and they keep showing this foldable tablet, like a ThinkPad foldable tablet, and to be honest, I want
Did I say there's a lot of product placement?
Yeah, you did.
Shit, how, like, what the fuck happened during these last 2 days, 3 days?
Very foggy, eh?
Yeah, it's very foggy.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, it's quite foggy where we live right now.
I think I have too much alcohol, and then I just went and black out, and I think erases like half of my memories.
No. Keep drinking. It will ferment your inside, make you tastier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I think if that's the case, I think might as well, if that's the case, that I might as well just be encapsulated in some sort of jar or like pot somewhere where I'm basically just another battery for some
12-year-old science experiment.
Wait, what is that supposed to like refer to? Rick and Morty?
Wait, what do you mean?
What is that supposed to refer to? Like Rick and Morty?
No, that's not Rick and Morty reference. It's just, you know, like how kids learn science these days. Potato battery.
Yeah, I think the more we talk about it, we're gonna start to make really terrible jokes like Michael-based films.
You know, here's the thing. My take on Michael Bay's joke, right?
Maybe we should start. Maybe start to write scripts for Michael Bay. So, hey, Bay, would you look at this script called Speed 2? This film is very reminiscent to your other work called your latest film called Ambulance. And guess what? We've already thought about some really tasteful jokes that's referring to not only Ambulance but also your other films like Bad Boys, you know, Transformers, or maybe some more of your obscure ones like The Island, and even like first show like The Rock. And maybe we also say, like, include some like sexual innuendos inside too, and some specific product placements that we think would fit our target demographic. What do you think? You know, you should start doing that.
You know what they should do with Speed 2, right? They should have Optimus Prime land on Earth, and then somehow like the dead corpse of Sean Connery strap a bomb on top of Optimus Prime, and then like you have Megan Fox riding Optimus Prime trying to defuse the bomb, but the car can't stop at all, and then the Rock got dropped into it, and then she has to fight the Rock, and then like they'll have police shootout, a car chase scene with Will Smith. There's a bit of misunderstanding. Megan Fox cannot stop the car, but Will Smith keeps shooting at her, telling her to stop. And then there'll be an ambulance somehow. Like there will be an ambulance Decepticon trying to shit things up. And also Mark Wahlberg trying to smuggle drugs, just passing by, and then his car got hit, and then like he got pissed, so he also chased the whole convoy.
And that's the point he got abducted by the cops, and then the cops asked him like, what do you like, are you trying to smuggle drugs? And then Mark Wahlberg just says, what? No.
No. You cannot do that. It's a reference to a movie that he didn't direct.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The Rock was in Pain and Gain. I just remember.
He is in Pain and Gain.
Yeah.
Also, Mark is also in Pain and Gain too.
Yeah, that's why I refer him.
Yeah. Well, no. I was thinking because Mark Wahlberg is in the fourth Transformers like movie.
Oh yeah.
That's why I thought.
That's so forgettable, though.
I don't know. For some reason, I think that's like the only one I remember because why is he even here? And then it also sticks out like a sore thumb. Like, why is Michael Wahlberg even here? I really don't understand. But hey, I'll make it better. What with one change? I want Megan Fox to be a vampire, be a sucking vampire. So it explains a lot why she's so vulnerable to all these like attacks, and you know, maybe some stabbings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that is a crazy adventure, huh?
Yeah, crazy.
So what would you rate the film, my friend?
I'll rate it 7 cop cars over 1 ambulance.
Aww. I rated 6.5 flamingos out of what's another one? Fine, fuck it. 10 flamingos.
Out of 2 kamikaze helicopter.
Yeah, the helicopter. Yes. Wait, how many helicopters are there in the film anyway? Like, there's only 2, right?
No. Technically, yeah, there's only 2 helicopters. Technically, they didn't do kamikaze, but it really looks like it. And okay, actually, the captain kept mentioning a Cessna. I have no idea what he's talking about because I'm pretty sure like Cessna is an actual plane. Like it's an actual small private plane, but
Did you actually know that even the first Transformers film, right? Michael Bay actually really worked together like a lot with actual U.S. Militaries to kind of
I
depict them like in the best way possible.
I remember it's like
Which is very ironic because his older films is the complete opposite. Yeah, like Pearl Harbor. Because if you used to serve the military back in the US and you watch Pearl Harbor, especially heck even worse, if you used to serve back in what's the place again? Okinawa, is it?
yeah, Okinawa.
Yeah, if you saw Okinawa, yeah, you'd be fucking pissed off as hell. Doesn't matter if you're Japanese or American, you'd be fucking pissed off as hell.
But the thing is, Pearl Harbor still depict the American soldiers in a very positive light, though.
Yeah, until they said, "Oh, I can't swim." Like what?
I
Wow.
suppose there's probably a reality to that, but then I don't know. Yeah, it's still a weird element. Oh, by the way, actually, a lot of pirates cannot swim. I don't know about today's marine, today's marine soldier, but pirates mostly can't swim.
For
So
sure,
once
for
you're
sure.
out, you're drown.
I'm pretty sure if you are in the marine, I think that's like one of the requirements because you probably would have to swim at some point. You know,
I suppose.
even though you're carrying some artillery, which I think is not that possible because it's pretty heavy too, right?
Just a bit of a like fun fact. Apparently, the president, right, JFK,
Yeah.
he served in World War II, and I forgot in which
Oh.
battle. His ship sunk, and then he actually had to swim between ships, saving as many people as possible. But that means
Oh,
like
shit.
kilometers and kilometers of swimming and carrying people, mind you.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so what a
Wow.
baller, right?
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, let's close the podcast.
Let's not give Michael Bay more ideas. Making maybe in the next film he's gonna make a biopic of JFK, but he's gonna add in some dinosaurs there at some point. I don't know.
No. I'm willing to bet, right? Is that if Call of Duty, if someone ever make a movie of Call of Duty, he'll probably make the
yes.
zombie spin-off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's. We should
Because
start
the
with
one in
we
Black
should
Ops,
start-
right? You can play as JFK fighting zombies. So dumb.
Oh shit! You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You're
You can
right.
play as like the Minister of Defense, the Vice President, and also Fidel Castro.
I also just realized that too. We have been getting so many video game adaptations like recently. Like the Uncharted one just came out. There's so many Resident
There's
Evil,
also Halo.
live action, and Halo, and other ones that I don't want to talk about. Doom. But then for some reason, I never actually seen a live action Call of Duty yet. Just very weird. You notice that?
I think there's a Medal of
Did you
Honor
realize-
film. I think. But
Yeah, but that's Medal of Honor, but not Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is arguably way more popular than Medal of Honor for sure. So I'm surprised. But hey, you know what? If Michael Bay wants to do that kind of military film, maybe look into Call of Duty. Maybe. I don't mind.
I suppose it depends which Call of Duty we're talking. Because
I'm saying so many good things about Michael Bay now. Like that, what a fucking role we're living in now.
Again, it depends which Call of Duty, because some of them like they play it super seriously. Some of them are very silly. I think Black Ops can, like I think Black Ops can get to that silly level, but Modern Warfare is still pretty serious for the most part. That kind of serious.
Definitely.
But then you also have Infinite Warfare.
Oh no! I was saying especially World of War.
World of War.
Pretty serious. Yeah.
Oh yeah, super serious.
Mm-hmm.
What does a number mean, Mason?
I haven't went to that party yet.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, what's our next episode, by the way?
I don't know. Let's get a surprise.
Ooh. Okay.
Probably like an old movie, maybe a particular cowboy movie.
Maybe another Michael Bay film.
Maybe
don't
Michael Bay wearing a cowboy hat and shooting some baddies. I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay. Then it means that we're gonna be watching Cowboys and Aliens. Probably not. Probably not. I don't want to
Fuck
say
off.
that anymore.
Fuck off.
Okay. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Where can we find us, Billy? Where can they find us, Billy?
Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, and also Hot Beans. Get
Hot Bean.
And I like coffee.
Also Spotify, Amazon Music.
Everywhere.
Please share the love of Michael Bay to all your friends. We want to spread, more positive vibes all around. All right, see you guys next time.
Bye.
Boom.